session. Okay, we'll be uploading this session in our YouTube channel. All right, do give us a few days, probably next Wednesday, for us to upload this in our school website and also our YouTube channel. So parents, before I start, I hope that during this session, you would turn off your video and also mute your video so that we can have a smooth experience, because there are quite a few of us here. All right. So if many of us turn on the video, it may actually cause some lagginess in this session. Yeah. Okay. Also, we have enabled the chat function for this Zoom session for parents to drop in any questions. Yeah, parents, so during my presentation, if you have any concerns or any questions that you'd like to post, you can use the chat function. And also, we will have a Q&A session at the end of the presentation so that we can answer your questions. Yeah, because I have a team of people here. All right, who will be answering this question during the session. Yeah. Okay, parents. Okay, for today's session, we have our school leaders here with us. Okay, our principal, Mr. Pek Wee Ho, Mrs. Joyce Lim, okay, Miss Sabaria, and also we have our year heads team here, Madam Noliani, the year head for P1, P2, and also Madam Chua Sing Ying, who is the assistant year head for P1, P2. I also like to your parents that Madam Chua Sing Ying is also currently teaching a P4 device class. So she will also be here if you have any questions later. She can also share her experiences with you. Yeah. Okay. We also have Mr. Yo here, our AYH for P3, P4. Madam Christy Chan, our ICT HOD, who is also in charge of the e-pedagogy. Training the teachers in terms of the ICT skills. We also have Madam Masni, who is the person in charge of this program, and also the e-pedagogy coordinator. Yeah, and parents, if you face any ICT troubleshooting in terms of the devices, okay, we have our Mr. Simon here who will liaise with parents with regards to the devices next year. Okay, so to start things off, this is the overview of what we are going to share with you today. So I'll be introducing the one-to-one learning device program with you. Okay, and next, Madam Masni will share with parents the environment, with her P3 classes. Okay, Madam Masni is currently teaching a full iPad class. So later she'll be sharing with parents how the children, how's the learning in the classroom is like. Yeah. Next, Madam Yenny will be sharing with parents how's the P3 class model is like for 2021, because it's a bit different as compared to the current P4 and as the current P4. Yeah. So parents, lastly, for today, okay, we'll be sharing by our students and also our alumni who is here with us, okay, who will share about their experiences throughout the years that they are in the iPad classes. Yeah. Okay, their parents. Okay. All right, parents. Our journey this is a long standing journey. Okay, this program has already started in 2013. Yeah, parents. It is a lot. This journey is with lots of twists and turns. This program has definitely evolved throughout the years since 2013 and also until now. Not many schools have this kind of one-to-one program when we started off. Yeah, parents, since our school is not one of the future schools, previously when we are starting it off, we are also lacking in many areas, especially our infrastructure. But then, at that time, it does not deter us in starting an environment and starting something that we believe will bring an impact and benefit our children. Yeah. So in 2013, what we did is we actually started with just one iPad class. Okay. And that time it was a trying class. What we did is we actually loaned the students the devices so that they can use it in their learning. However, when we realized that, okay, it'd be good that if the children have their own devices, because when they bring these devices at home, okay, they're able to create their own learning. So in 2014, what happened is that when the children, the parents purchased the devices for these children, we require parents' assistance in actually downloading the applications, and also help to manage the devices. Through feedback and also through the process, right? We find out that, okay, we can have actually co-manage co-management meaning the school can help parents in managing and also in in troubleshooting of the devices. So what we do is that the school took control of the students' iPad. We tried to we tried to use the MDM whereby we can manage the devices. Okay, and the MDM that we use is actually the Moselle. Currently. So in 2016, what we do is that we try off with the profile manager. However, at that time, we find that this profile manager actually restrict quite a lot of in terms of the controlling of the devices at home. Because we in school, we can control, but at home, parents have difficulty in controlling their devices. It means that parents are not able to restrict some of the applications or even block some of the website that they require. So we actually try to find ways and also look into different kind of management device that we think can help parents and also the school. So in 2019, we managed to find a suitable MDM. Okay, it is called mobile device management, by parents and teachers can and school can actually co-manage. So in 2019, parents actually and school managed these devices together, which means that school will manage the devices when they're in school, and parents are able to manage the devices when they are at home. So it's actually a lot of twists and turns, and definitely there are also risks when we are starting this off. So in 2021, the big change that we have is that actually we allow parents to opt for a different kind of device, which is Android or even Chromebook, not just iPad. We understand that sometimes parents find that they prefer other devices other than iPad. So what we do is that we give an option for parents this year, and we are trying it out this year. We'll be sharing more about this device option later in my presentation. Parents, this observation of what students can do throughout the years. We find that actually students, we observe that students shows greater independence when they are looking for information, asking deeper questions, when they're trying to do some of research, when they are given the opportunity to do projects. As compared to traditional classes. So instead of waiting for a teacher to give answers, students nowadays can find out the answer and present their findings. We give them the challenge. Since you have the device, so why not you do something, that can make your learning more deeper. So we notice that students adapt use of digital tools and also create products for presentation, writings, and even projects. I was in one of the P3 class actually, observing them. I find that this class, when the teacher gave them the opportunity to present their project, they actually choose different kind of tools, application, that they can use to present their findings. And some even was amazed by what their friends have done. They was like, wow, this is so interesting. I can do that too. So they have become more resourceful. You can see that they are skilled and also proficient in using digital tools, that I find that this empower their learning. So parents, this is one of the things that we observe. The students actually use digital tools to facilitate their own self-directed learning. I also realized that some students, they would actually go home and create their own sessions whereby they discuss through the online platforms. They actually discuss even without the teacher giving them the appointment to meet one another. They use that opportunity that, hey, I have the device, let's do a discussion at home, collaborate, and then create their own learning. And then bring back to school and actually share with their friends. I also have heard it from parents who say that, hey, my child went back home, they actually have Zoom sessions with their friends to discuss on their projects, which I find that okay. But of course, parents, being parents, you may be finding, how come the children are always online? But then parents, why not you use this opportunity to see what the children are actually learning in school. So you can see that some of the students are also getting more responsible in using their digital devices. I also do notice students actually would inform the teachers that, hey, my friends are actually going into certain websites, for example, they're reporting things that they find that their friends are not doing the right thing. And also, we can see that students do actually pay attention to the kind of the content that they actually are sharing with their friends and all that lah. Yeah, so parents, this is the option that we can do. Definitely, parents, there are also challenges at at a young age. They do face challenges? Yeah. Okay, parents. Okay. I hope that as parents, I know that we are also concerned about the daily use of the digital devices with regards to also in school and also after school when they are at home. Yeah. So these are some of the examples that the children actually use in class, and also you can see that most of the children are actually using it at home. Yeah. So this is actually Google Classroom. All our students in Admiralty have a Google Classroom account. We have been using this since few years ago. Yeah, so parents, I understand that at P1 and P2 they are starting to use this Google Classroom, but mostly you'll be seeing them using more of SLS. Okay, but this is the kind of environment that now we are looking at. Yeah, whereby they use platforms that be able for them to archive their work and also be self-directed in their own learning. You can see here, parents, actually the teachers will give them comments and they are able to see their comments, the teachers' comments, and also, they are able to edit their work. They can even go back and then to and fro to see what the learning is about. Yeah. So this is an example of another application that the students are using. OneNote, whereby you can see here, the children are actually having a composition writing. Okay, so what happened is that the children actually can collaborate and also upload this, whereby the teachers can edit and also can give comment and also mark their work here. So what happened is that, okay, parents, the children, okay, you can see that using technology, the children doesn't have to rewrite again, write their composition again and again, and also they can actually edit. They can edit it by just copy paste certain parts that they require. Yeah, so this is what technology can do and what actually can enhance their learning. Yeah. Okay, you can see here that they actually can collaborate when they upload this work. Okay, they can collaborate with different kind their other friends in the classroom. Okay, this is another tools that can be used. For example, for reading, the children can actually record their reading, and when they have recorded their reading, they can hear the reading again and again and again. So this is another way for the children to be able to listen to their mistakes. Okay, then you can see the teacher actually commenting to them. What is it that, the mistakes that they have made, and they can even give a try, second try, third try, and when they are satisfied, they can actually upload this audio, and then this audio actually can be shared with the rest of the class also, and the students and in the class can actually give comments to their friends. That means they are like a peer assessment. Yeah. So this is another application that find that if we can use the application, okay, the children use whatever they can. Oh, okay, sorry. Okay, yeah. So this is the application that the children are also using. Okay, here is a session whereby the students actually take ownership of their learning. Okay, this is actually a math lesson. So you can see that the children are actually using manipulative and taking a picture of what they have learned and uploaded. So this is where the teachers are able to see whether the children understand the concept. So if at home, the children can also do a revision of what have been done in school, okay, by using an application that the teacher has shared with the children, so that they can, okay, take ownership of their own learning. If they find that, I am not able to understand this, or maybe I'm not too sure what's about this concept, maybe I can try it. So this is like a video I'll show you, parents. So because at home you don't have manipulatives, right? So this is what the parents can do. Then you can use this application, and even parents can go through this with the child. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, for example, actually this recording is by one of our iPad student, okay, Nikita. She shared with us. So this is one of her learning. This is what she do, at home. Yeah. So they just like kind of, concrete manipulatives, but they are using application. Okay. Yeah. This is an example what the children is doing at home, can do at home, and also in class this is what they're doing. Then at home they can actually apply what they have learned. Okay. Okay. Children, for students who are using iPad, the teacher also share, so teach them, this Apple schoolwork whereby, it's also like a presentation and they can even put in audio. Now you can see here, the audio, then, oops, sorry. Yeah, this is the presentation that this child, shared with the teacher. Yeah, and then the teacher will go through and the teacher know what the child is doing, and then the teacher will give assess the reading. Yeah, so you can see here the teacher actually can give comment immediately. Yeah, the reading. So this is another application that students in iPad class are using. Yeah. All right. This is another one that the Apple Schoolwork can do. All right. It's like a form of worksheet, but then you can see that it can be uploaded and the children can even edit it through this application. These are the digital tools that the children are using in class. Yeah. But this is only possible if it's an all iPad class. That means that all the children actually use iPad in class. They are learning. Yeah, because parents opt for iPad. Yeah. Okay, so other than the other two, other than the applications that I've shared with you parents, so teachers are also using Seesaw and Google Classroom to archive their learning, which means that if they have work that they have saved it in Google Classroom and Seesaw, they can actually bring it all the way to primary 6 or even throughout their learning in education, because they will have this folder with them. So actually it's like a form of, if it's a hard copy, is like a file. So with soft copy, it is this kind of platform. So you can see that, it can be like a book for the children and even like a file for the children. It's like more like archiving what they have learned throughout their primary school years. So this is an example of my class. For example, I have this attachment that I give to them. They edit. Some of them actually send more than one attachment because after I give them comment, they resend it to me. I give them marks and I give them comment. So you can see that, some children actually have 3 attachments, some 2 attachments. Yeah. So these are some of the examples that we are doing, with technology so that, it can help them in their learning. Yeah. So parents, so P2 parents, why is it now? Yeah, some parents I know that it's still too young for a child to actually have a device of their own. Yeah, and why we think that it is possible with the help of the teachers, the parents. Okay, we work together to actually ensure that these children are able to go through this period of by using these devices together, and then it's a safe environment. Yeah, so you can see that parents, the educational landscape is changing. Okay, there's increased use of technology. Okay, it's here to stay. Why? You can see the MOE have brought forward the plans, especially where, with the COVID situation last year. But for secondary school, they actually brought forward the plan 7 years, much earlier. And you can see that all the secondary school students in 2021 will have a device of their own. Okay, so actually for younger children, when they are taught, at a younger age, they would have the right mindset and they are more open to regulation, which I think that, we as adults are here to actually guide them. If you can see that, if we introduce rules at a younger age, it's easier to reinforce. And actually, once the habits are cultivated, I find that the children, as they grow older, these good habits will definitely will definitely be there. And also, you can see that, when they are young, they are able to listen to the parents. Yeah, so can see that they'll be less defiant. So when we actually, tell them that, hey, we have set rules, we have this kind of structured, structured situation environment, the children are able to follow at a younger age. Yeah. So parents, I know that some parents definitely will have some concerns, and yeah, we understand that. We have received feedback from parents throughout the years, and as we receive feedback from parents, we try to ensure that our program are also aligned to all this, and we are helping how to manage the situation. Yeah, I also understand, like, currently at P3, we do receive some cyber issues, for example, where children will go to undesirable website. So first, definitely teachers will come in. That's why we need parents' help. The parents' help, to work with the parent, work with the teachers on how to actually guide these students. Yeah. Parents, I think it's also boils down to value setting. It's not about just about setting the right use of the devices, but also as parents, we have to play a part. All of us are in to ensure that our children cultivate good habits to be a responsible user. Yeah, we also need to stand firm. Okay, parents, we need to stand firm and say that, hey, this device belongs to us. Okay, we are the adults. Yeah, we have the right to say, okay, and manage the devices when it is at home. So like I mentioned just now, if in school, we already have, our structures and processes whereby the children know. The children are made known at the beginning of the year what are things that they can do and cannot do with the devices. Yeah. So this is an article that shows that, okay, our minister mentioned about the use of technology that is going to be in here. Okay, that because of that, because of the COVID situation, okay, that self-directed learning is the most important lifelong skills, and we can see that, you can observe that in our students. Yeah. And just to inform parents, last year when we have to go through HBL, okay, I think the teachers in Admiralty have done a good job. First foremost, because okay, they overcome the challenges of how to use ICT, okay, how the technology in conducting the lessons. The lessons that the teacher conduct actually is not like one shoe fits all. Okay, the teacher actually create their own lessons based on the needs of their students. First foremost, because we are already ready. Every child would have, like for upper primary, every child would have a Google Classroom. So actually it has been set. So teachers actually can create their own learning based on the child's their class needs. Of course, at lower primary, you understand they do face challenges, especially when the children is at P1, because P2, whereby they actually depend a lot on parents. You do understand that. But we have survey we did a survey with our P3 and P4 and even P5, P6 students. Those students who are already in the iPad classes or devices classes, they find that it's quite a smooth transition to when they are doing HBL, and they find that with the devices that they have, right, it's easy. They can learn anytime. They can access all the resources the teacher gave them, yeah, without any problem. Yeah, I also have a question. I think a concern by a P2 parent mentioned that, please ensure that the work given is actually manageable, and also please do not have any video recording in the assignment is given to the children. Why? Because it's very frustrating for parents. I understand that, because at P2 probably they would have to depend a lot on you. But then if they are P3 before, they have their own devices. What happens is that when they do recording, the recording is already on their device. What they need to do is just to upload and share with teachers. Just like I mentioned, okay, they use Google Classroom, Apple Schoolwork, and these are other platforms that, once the work is in their own device, it's easy to be shared. Yeah, so parents do not worry, because at P3, yeah, the teachers definitely will teach the children the skills before, okay, they are even assigned the work. Yeah. What we did is, like, beginning of the term, in term 1, okay, we originally assigned a few weeks for the teacher to go through with the children some of the introduction of the device, and also some of the basic skills in using the devices. So parents do not worry about that. Yeah. So this is one of the, I think, all the concern that was raised, that was posed in the feedback. Yeah. Okay, parents. Okay, this is an article, yeah, to show that when MOE actually wanted to implement DMA, the device management application, like what we are using is actually the MDM, whereby they are able to manage the children device. There was a lot of issue. Okay, that means the secondary school students do not want any management of their device, because to them it is an infringement of their rights, because they bought the devices. Then how come the devices are being managed by the school? So they do not want that. So there's a lot of, like, this is the petition actually by the students which went around, to ensure that MOE does not implement this. So like I mentioned just now, when they are at a younger age, when we have a structure, we have rules, okay, the children are more defiant. So when it becomes a habit, so if the secondary school, okay, when they have this MDA, they find that it's okay, I'm okay with it, because what they do is just to manage my device, okay, to ensure that I'm safe, when using the devices. Yeah. Okay, parents. Mhm. So parents, this is some of the concerns that we receive throughout the years. Definitely, we have looked into it. Okay, like just now I mentioned about the managing of screen time. I understand that parents are a bit concerned because when at home, parents are working. Okay, we know that there are many working parents, and then they are not able to monitor what the children are doing, especially with devices. I also received some feedback from parents, whereby parents they mentioned that my child say they have homework, they have a lot of homework, so they need to use the iPad. But parents, okay, we can actually monitor, okay, what they are doing, okay, through the MDM. Okay, you can set the timing in their devices, for example. Okay, the school is actually only controlling the device until 4 p.m. So after 4 p.m, all right, when we release the management to parents, you can actually set the time. Okay, you must set the structure when at home. Okay, what is the time that they can do? Okay, and also where and when. For example, where I mean is that when they are using the device, it must be within your eye. I mean your eye level. I mean you must be able to see it. Yeah, you must be able to see, and you must be able to see what screen and what website they are doing and what application they are doing actually. Because I do receive say, they mentioned that they have homework, but actually they are playing games. Yeah, so parents, you can actually check what application they use, okay, and which website they actually went to. Yeah. Okay, so parents, number two, about the security and safety of device. I understand some parents mention, so expensive. Then if I were to, my child is not very responsible, he's very careless. So what can be done? So parents, okay, every classes with devices, they are actually given a key to, and the teachers actually assign somebody to actually lock the door of the classroom whenever, okay, they are not using the classroom. Okay, so parents, don't worry about that. Definitely, we have to think about all the structures, about what are the processes for the children. So, and also in MDM, you can actually monitor where is the device, so that in case, if there's a loss of device, then we are able to track it. But so far, thank God, we have not received any report about loss of iPad or loss of devices this year, and also last year. Yeah, so far it has been good, yeah, for us. Yeah, and also concern about parents about the price of device. This is what actually make us move to the different kind of class option. You see, so this year in 2020, okay, 21, what we did is that we actually open up to different kind of devices for the parents. The parents are able to choose iOS, iPad, okay, iOS system. They can also choose Android or also Chrome. But however, there are some issues with certain brands. So later I will talk more about it. Okay. Okay, the number four, the health matters related to vision. I understand that some parents are very concerned. They're very young. They're using the iPad or the devices for so long. Okay, then what happened is that they are worried that their vision, you have to wear spectacles and all that. But parents, I also understand that sometimes the children are exposed to not just the learning device. At home, the way they read the book, okay, at home, the way they watch the television, okay, it also affect their vision. So actually, it's more about cultivating good habits, like I mentioned just now, how we read the book, our position, our sitting position when we are watching TV, and also definitely when we are looking at the screen right now, okay, and the way we watch TV, watch the video or what. So it's the way they are actually looking at it. So it's not just about the iPad or even the devices. Okay. I also have parents who mentioned that, hey, I prefer the conventional way of learning. Parents, I understand. During our time, we are used to the hard copy. So our mindset is that, hey, hard copy is better than soft copy. Hard copy is better than technology because it may not be able to be focused. But parents, like I mentioned just now, technology is going to stay very long and it keeps on evolving. Okay, these are the skills, of course, at P3 to P4, sometimes there are soft skills that the children acquire, you're not able to see it. But then you can see that as they go to P5, P6, and even secondary school level, this kind of skills that they acquire in primary school can be seen. Yeah. Okay, parents. So I just hope that parents will think about it. Yeah, and also maybe we can try to be we can have a growth mindset, have a change. Yeah. Oh, okay. Because like I mentioned, it's actually a blend of technology and also hard copy. It's a balance of both. It is not just about using soft copy or or devices only. Yeah. Okay. And also another concern about a parent who actually say that, oh, the past experience of siblings. Yeah, I understand that, like I mentioned just now, our journey is not an easy journey. Okay, it started off in 2013, whereby I mentioned it's not a very with the structure which is there. Okay, previously we are using our own private network, whereby MOE have not come up with a wireless network where everybody can tap to the Wi-Fi. Okay, at that time, we do not have that. So we have our own private network whereby whenever the students step into the network, we have a lot of lagging issues, troubleshooting. So it actually takes a lot of time. So as MOE has come into a long way, okay, we have our own school Wi-Fi. Whenever the children log into the school Wi-Fi, okay, there's no issue. Okay, so these past 2 years has been very smooth sailing in terms of auto logging in, and also they can tap into the school network quite smoothly. There was no issue as previously. Yeah, so that sometimes also children, being children, they have a different learning experience. Not everybody is the same. Every child is unique, and teachers in Admiralty believe in that. Every child is unique. Every child has different way of learning. So could give the other children a different kind of experience. Yeah. I also like to share a very happy news. Okay, just some sharing. I have this parent who actually emailed me, yeah, regards to purchase of iPad, and it's not for a P3 or P4 student. It's actually for his other child who is in P5. Yeah. Why? Because we find that the child at P3, he has a child in P3. So probably after looking at the way the child has learned, the child has developed, yeah. Oh, he wanted to buy the iPad for a P5 sibling, which is not in iPad class or in device class previously. So he wanted to buy the iPad for the child in P5 learning. So I was like, okay, I'm very happy to hear that. And I'm also willing to help him. I told the parent, oh, we can help you, okay, because the child is also in our school, so even though it's at P5, yeah, we can help the child. Yeah, because at P5, the children are still using devices in their learning. So parent, just like I mentioned about the MDM, okay, what this MDM do is that, okay, you can manage your child's device from your own personal phone, okay, whereby you can link it to your own device, your own phone, and you can, it's like a remote control. So when you are not at home, you can even control your child device at home. Yeah, and what it can do is to actually, for us, in school, we are helping to push down the application. Like I mentioned previously, when we do not have this MDM, we need the parents' assistance to actually help us to download the kind of application that we need. Yeah, so with this, it actually saved the trouble for the parents, and also it helped the child to be able to use the application immediately. For example, we need, because sometimes you understand that parents is busy, right? So they need time to download, they may forgot and all that. So and also this MDM, okay, will help to block any undesirable and unapproved website. So I just want to share a story. This year, we have actually a case or incident whereby this child accidentally, while trying to research for something, they type something, and then it actually bring them to a website that they shouldn't go to. But what happens is that they report it to the teacher, yeah, and then we try to track. What happens is that because the iPad is actually is a shared iPad. It is not fully their child iPad. It's actually a shared because because when we check, actually, there's a parent ID in. So when the child has their own device, the child doesn't need to log in. Okay, when they tap automatic to our school Wi-Fi, okay, we will be able to manage the device, so the children doesn't have to log in at all. Yeah, so this is the thing that we do. We try to look at the history and you find out, actually, the child did not actually went into it, but it accidentally went into a different website because of because of the search. They actually trying to search for something. Yeah. Okay, parents. So below here we have this timing whereby the school actually will control the device from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Why is it until 4 p.m. and not until school dismissal? Because there are some children who actually will have structure or even have some ICT lessons after school. So we actually release the timing to parents at about 4 p.m. Yeah. Okay, these are the two MDM that we use. iPad is Mozilla. Then for Chrome and also Android, we have this Mobile Guardian. The secondary school site is actually using this Mobile Guardian because Chrome and iOS and Android actually have a different kind of system. So Mozilla currently cannot actually control Chrome and Android yet. Yeah. This information will share with parents beginning of next year. Okay, we'll actually guide through parents how to use this MDM. Okay, like I mentioned just now, hurdle and concerns. These are the challenges that we have. Just now I already shared with you about the exploring of undesirable sites and what the teacher do. So what we do is that definitely we investigate and we find out, we talk to the parents, and then the teachers and the parents will work with the students. Okay, the teacher will actually advise the students if they come across this website, okay, what they should do. Yeah. Okay, one of the challenges that we have also parents this year is about the managing of online and offline work. Okay, we do have students who do not actually have devices. Okay, and who is also mixed together in a class whereby the other children have devices. What happened is that, yeah, those children without devices definitely will have a chance to use it. Okay, if the teacher be able to loan the devices for them. Yeah, we do have devices for loan. However, it also depends on the availability because the schools have devices which is catered to every student. So if the teacher wanted to use the device and this child doesn't have device, firstly, the teacher will loan it for them. However, if there's no devices, they can share their friends and also, but then you must think that, okay, if the child keep on sharing the devices to other children who have devices, they'll be considered inconvenience to the other child. So what happens is that the child will have to go home and then will have to do the work at home. Yeah, definitely in class, they will have to do it, okay, hard copy, and probably have to upload it later at home. So I understand that some parents mention that, hey, my child have quite a lot of homework, but then when they find out that actually this homework actually could be done if the child has devices in school. Yeah. Okay, the next challenge is about the device addiction. I think we do come across it, because children are addicted to the games. Yeah. In school, we have this protocol that the children are not allowed to go into any games website, any games application because it is locked. However, parents, we realize that at home they are not being controlled. Okay, the children are able to go to these devices to play games, and even the timing that the children actually are allowed is until late at night. So we have to work this together. So whatever the schools advocate, we hope that the parents can do the same thing too. So the children know that, the school are doing the same thing at home. I also have to do the same thing. Okay, so I hope that we can work things together to ensure that the children doesn't have device addiction. What happens is that if the children are not following what the teacher and also the parents are asking them to do, we will actually will confiscate the devices for them. It's not only that, but we also teach the children on the right thing to do. Yeah. this is why I mentioned that, okay, we need to partner parent very closely, right? Beginning of the year, in term 2, we have this engagement session to support parents in this journey. First, we have this cyber awareness sharing, whereby it's done by our HOD ICT, okay? Sharing with parents how they can be an active parent, proactive parent. Okay, what are the structures that can be done at home, what the parents can do, yeah. And also we also have this MDM workshop. I mentioned just now, MDM workshop to guide through parents how to use this MDM so that at home they can look into managing the devices. Okay, all right, parents. I mentioned just now, it's not just about controlling device. Okay, it's about the value setting. It's very important. Okay, that we emphasize to children that the device belongs to the parents, and we must be persistent, and we cannot give in. Yeah, parents. So, like mentioned just now, we also have been welcoming feedback from parents. Parents have been sharing some of the issues and challenges, and be talking to our teachers about the issues that they face at home, about the challenges that they face in trying to control the children. Okay, however, we do not want the negative experience to impede our students' learning. Yeah, so we are here, parents. We can communicate and also monitor the children. Okay, all right. So, parents, beginning of the year, we have this device policy that is acknowledged by the parents and the students. In this device policy, we actually inform the children, okay, the rules that they have to abide and the action that is to be taken if they do not follow this. Yeah. Okay, so FTs will go through the content and policy with the students, and when they bring it home, parents will know that what are the things that the school have advocated. Okay, parents, just to share with you the increasing trend of the option rate. Okay, so this year, okay, we have about 75% of students who actually opt in for devices. Yeah, about 25% of our students do not have device. Okay, and they are in but then we do not have the same kind of banding like we did in P4, whereby we have iPad class and not iPad class. Okay, these children are being mixed in the different classes. So later, Madam Yani will talk more about this. Okay, in the next slide, the coming slides. Okay, parents. So you hear, okay, out of the 75%, actually about 95% parents opt for iPad. Last year when we did a survey, actually more parents wanted to buy Android or Chrome. However, I'm sure after hearing what you mentioned, yeah, also because of the security that the iPad can give, the parents actually opt for iPad instead of the Chrome and also the Android. Yeah, because for iPad, if we actually install the MDM, the parents, the students are not able to actually hack and also be out of the MDM. If they are out of the MDM, okay, they will automatically be brought in back. However, for Android, it's a bit different, okay, a bit different because the children can actually opt off the MDM quite easily. Okay, so our preferred devices is iPad. Okay, we actually advise parents to buy the latest iPad model. I just found from a vendor that the 8th generation will not be available because Apple will be actually coming up with a new generation. So we are still waiting for news. Yeah, that is coming soon in September. However, parents, you still can purchase Android devices for parents to find that, I want to buy a cheaper kind of devices. So you may want to choose Android. However, here are the list of unsupported devices. So we do not encourage parents to buy the devices because we are not able to enroll them into MDM. Yeah, so if parents choose to opt to buy the Android devices that is not supported, then you may seek your help to actually manage the device and also to help to download the applications that is required. Yep. Okay, parents, it's roughly the device pricing. Okay, actually, I'm working with vendors to give parents educational pricing, which is much more cheaper as compared to the market price. So as for Android, I found out that okay, you can have cheaper than 448. if you want to. But then I also did a research that if you buy a much more cheaper Android devices, okay, you may have some issues with the MDM. Yeah, so this is just the device pricing that I have here currently. We may update you again later once I've news about the new generation iPad. Yeah. Okay, so for parents, for students who are under financial assistance, we have this grant by IMDA whereby they will be they'll be giving us about 70% subsidized. Okay, and also for these children, okay, if you don't fall under FAS, if you fall under school discretionary, the school will also subsidize the cost of the devices. So this year, other than just the IMDA grant, the school actually give a further subsidy of the devices cost. So actually, roughly this year, the children, those under financial assistance, only need to pay about $70 per device. Yeah. So parents, now I hand over the time to Madam Masi to share with you more about how's the learning environment with students with devices. Yeah, Madam Masi.
Hello, parents. Hi, thank you for joining us today. For the one-to-one computing program, the school intends to harness technology in order to achieve deeper learning. There will be a blended approach towards the program where paper and pen is used together with technology. There is quite a lot of questions whether in a class where devices are used, is it everything on devices? The answer is no. There is a mix. So there is a mixed usage of both paper and pen, and together with the use of technology. The use of technology also allows the teachers to look at how the students respond to the teacher's questions. In this way, we can see what the students are actually thinking, and we can further improve on their responses and also their learning processes as well. When students use devices, the shy ones are actually very on task, meaning that they are very eager to participate. So that is why 100% participation, you can see that everyone is actually participating in the lesson. Unlike traditional classes where the teacher does frontal teaching, the shy ones will not be very brave enough to actually speak up. But when students are in a class using devices, everyone will be participating. What you see here is actually the teacher's screen, all right? When a teacher is conducting a lesson, you will be able to see how the teacher can manage the devices in class. So during school hours, the school system administrator and the teachers are able to manage the devices in terms of monitoring devices and the usage of necessary apps and online platforms for teaching and learning. Over here, you can see that the teacher can view all the students in the classes. There are certain things that the teachers are able to do. The teachers can launch an app, lock the devices to get back their attention when the teacher wants to get their attention back to the lesson. Okay. This is what the teacher will see on the screen for the teacher's device. If you can see the apps which actually appear at the students, so you can see what are the apps the students are actually looking at. For example, some are at Pages app, and some are on Safari. Some of them are at settings. So you will be able to know what the students are actually doing. Instead of asking the student to airplay individually, what the teacher can do is just immediately airplay the students' work using the classroom app. Okay, for this slide, you can view a classroom experience, what it looks like in a classroom where the students and the teacher use devices in the class. You want me to share? Okay, I'll share. Okay, I'll do the sharing. Hold on, let me share screen. Okay, can see my screen? All right. The sound. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let me get the sound first. You want to share your screen? Okay. All right. So the next slide. Then I'll just share. Okay. All right. Okay. So it's on. Okay. All right. So for the next slide, what you can see over here is using the mixed devices, teachers will set routines for the classes. Web-based applications which can be used across all devices will be the preferred choice of platforms for mixed device classes. Some of these platforms include Office 365, OneNote, Google Classroom, and SLS. So you can see over there, the screenshot is actually a screenshot of the SLS and what the students can give feedback to the friends. And on the left, that is how the teachers manage the students in the classroom when there is a move to the next activity. Okay. Okay, students use ebooks in SLS. Each student should have their own earpiece for hygiene reasons. In ebooks, there is multimodal learning involving audio, illustrations, written and print. This is actually one of the ebooks that you can find on SLS. So even in primary 1 and primary 2, if you search for any resources online under the SLS resources, MOE library, you will be able to see such ebooks. So during the September holidays, which is coming, you might want to look into SLS and see what are the ebooks that you can find under the primary 1 and primary 2 titles. Okay. Okay, just now, Madam Faiza already shared some of the work done for an English class. Here, students use both concrete manipulatives as well as virtual manipulatives to provide a hands-on approach to the learning of mathematics. Okay. All right. Learning with devices complements physical classroom teaching. The transition of learning from home to school and vice versa will be a more meaningful experience as we deal with unforeseen circumstances such as circuit breaker, full home-based learning. So as we progress towards the new norm, students will find it easier to work on a mix of on-screen and off-screen tasks. Okay, the links here you can see are actually what we did for sharing with parents for last year's e-celebration of learning. And the slides that I showed you just now is actually from a Google site. So you can look at all the resources that we have uploaded, the past presentations, today's presentations as well, all are uploaded in the Google site. Okay, so now Madam Yani will carry on.
All right, hi parents. I think just now, Madam Faiza actually mentioned, previously we actually have iPad classes and non-iPad classes. But starting from 2021, because of the increased number of parents and students who actually opted for devices, we have actually formed a mixed device class, which means there is no more non-iPad or non-device class. All the 5 classes in primary 3 in 2021 are actually comprising of children with iPad, children with Android devices, children with Chrome devices, and also children who have no devices. Okay, so previously, before 2021, parents are able to actually inform the school and tell the school that, okay, now I want to have a change of mind. I would like to have my child to be in a device class. So we need to actually change the child's class to a class who are having devices. But from 2021 onwards, I mean, in this year, we need not have to do that because of the composition or because of the type of classes in primary 3 this year. Okay, so looking at the increasing trend of device option, I believe this year it would be the same. So starting from this year and in coming years, in 2022 as well, the P3 classes would look like this as well. So there is a mixed device classes for our P3s. Okay. In January, beginning of the year, during our tea session with the teachers as well as the year tea session, it was mentioned that the children in primary 2 will actually be banded according to their learning dispositions. Yeah. So same thing for now as well. When we are banding the children, we also look at what are the type of devices that the parents have opted for, plus the learning disposition that the teachers have actually given to the child. All right, so learning disposition is actually how the teachers observe the children in their learning in the classroom, and it will be based on English lesson and also maths lesson. For mother tongue, it will be different because they will be banded in a different way when they are in primary 3. All right, so the same combination will follow in 2021. It is also dependent on what are the kind of device that we use, because currently, if you notice, Madam Faiza actually mentioned that almost 95% of the children are using iPad. Yeah, so at the beginning of 2021, when parents actually are in the classes, they realize that they are using more of the devices. So as the year go by, there are parents who actually start to be on board the device. So they actually start to buy the device because they feel that it is beneficial and it is easier for the children to do the classwork in the class. Yeah. Yeah. So I'll hand over to Madam Faiza now to show the alumni sharing, right? Yeah.
Okay, today we have our alumni, Celeste, who is here with us. Okay, okay. Celeste, are you here? All right, Celeste, maybe you want to share. I can start sharing. Do you need to share screen? Yeah, yeah. Okay, Madam Faisal will stop screen sharing. Okay, all right. Celeste. Okay, let's see. Celeste is here. I just now. Okay, if Celeste is not ready yet, could we have Xue Xuan, Bei Xue Xuan? She's our student. She's currently in P5. Yeah. Okay. Yes, Xue Xuan. Yeah. Xue Xuan, you can start. Thank you, Xue Xuan. You may introduce yourself and start the sharing. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Sushan and I'm from Fire Enterprise. Today I'm going to share with you my Primary 5 iPad experience. Some of the common apps I use in class are Google Classroom and Google Slide. I use Google Classroom for all subjects, and I use Google Slides to do presentations in class. I use my device to do presentations such as my ALP project for social studies and also my book talk project for English. Thank you.
Thank you, Sishan. So, Sishan, just a question for you. Sishan, just like you were sharing with us about your P5 experience, how's about your P3 to P4? What is the most unforgettable forgettable experience that you have in P3, P4?
One of the most unforgettable experience was when we had like this online camp that my teacher arranged for us
Mm-hmm.
because we couldn't go for camp due to the COVID-19.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what do you do? So, what did teacher actually do? Yeah. Hello, Sishan?
So
What?
we did
Mm-hmm.
some different activities which
Mm-hmm.
were really interesting.
Okay. All right. So how does the iPad program in PHP4 help you in P5? Just now you mentioned that you use Google Classroom and also Google Slides in P5. Do you learn this only at P5, or also during your days in P3 and P4?
I use Google Classroom more frequently in P3 and P4 rather than in using the Google Slides.
All right. Okay. Now I shall invite Celeste in. Sharing with you her experience. Thank you, Xuan. Hi, Celeste. Thank you for joining us, Celeste. Okay. Can? Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
I first started using iPads in primary 3 and primary 4 when I was in an iPad class. And when I was in P5 and P6, although we didn't use much of the iPads, we used we loan laptops, and in the picture shown in the slides, we used laptops for programming for a project. Then now in Sec 1, we are using iPads to enhance our learning, and we use many apps such as Procreate for art and KineMaster for editing videos, and Jamboard to collaborate with others and draw on the app to collaborate simultaneously.
So, Celeste, how's your experience that benefited you in secondary school?
The iPad experience in P5, P3 and P4 allowed me to have knowledge and experience, so that in Sec 1 now I can use these knowledge that I've learned in P3 and P4 to for example help my classmates to with their learning, and I'm also able to use it without any problems.
Okay. So you actually help your friends, to manage the devices. I mean, to help them to be able to use the device better. Yeah, yeah. Okay, because of your experience in P3 and P4. So, the apps that you use in secondary school, the same that you use in P3 and P4 or at P5? Do you use a similar kind of apps?
We still use apps like Apple Classroom for the teachers to send out worksheets, and then we'll edit the worksheets on our iPads and
Okay.
submit it to the classroom.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Celeste. Yeah, parents, you see, not in secondary school. Some most schools are actually opting for iPad. Like this year, we actually have problem in getting the iPad. We have a longer period, for the iPads to be delivered to school. For example, normally it used to be about 2 to 3 weeks, but currently, like this year, we actually have to wait until about 4 to 6 weeks before the iPad is available, because many schools, especially the secondary school, are using iPad as a preferred device. Thank you, Celeste, for your sharing. So parents, if you have any question for Celeste or Xuan, you also can, can ask them. Yeah. So we come to the next session, which is the Q&A, parents. So parents, I know that in the chat function just now, I saw a lot of questions, and most of the questions have been asked by my team here with me. So parents, if you do have any other questions or concern, you can unmute yourself, yeah, and also can, give us your questions. Any parents? Any question, parents? We still have our school leaders here in case you want to ask more about more teacher questions. about bending, about okay, we have this question here in the chat that asks about okay, differentiated learning. You know, if assignments can be assigned based on learning needs. As parents, just like Madam Yani mentioned that, the bending is a bit different this year because we actually want to small the gap about in regards to the students' learning needs. So previously, what we do is that we actually band them based on iPad and not iPad. So this year with the learning disposition, the teacher is able to cater more specific to their learning needs. Yeah, like for example, if we have this technology, the teachers is able to assign different kind of questions for different needs of the students. Yeah. Like just now, Madam Mercy shared about SLS. So if the teacher were to pose a question, okay, she can actually group them based on their grouping. For example, this group of students may be able to answer questions that is about higher level, and maybe this group of students may need more help, so more guidance. So the teacher's feedback through using the technology is more accurate and more adept in terms of the learning needs lah.
Sorry, this is Christy here. I'm the ICT HOD. I think a parent actually asked about buying the keypad. It is not compulsory for the children to buy keypad because some keypads are not compatible, with your iPad. So do not rush into buying the keypads first. Yeah, so if you really, really feel that the keypad will help your child in his or her learning, check with the teacher first. Yes, check with us the model. Make sure that it's compatible before you make any purchases. But in fact, based on our classroom experience, there's really no urgent need for that. In fact, to have additional keypad, right, it makes the bag heavier. Yeah, because one of the plus point about having iPad is that it's really light, for the kids to bring to school every day. So try not to add too many accessories to it. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, there's a question here also regards to about iPads and Androids recommended by school are the same spec as the ones purchased from outside. So parents, when the school reopen, in term 4, I will be giving a letter to parents regards to the specs and also the preferred devices. So what parents can do is that, it's the same as the one outside, just that we want to ensure that that is compatible with the MDM that we have. There are certain specs that is required. For example, the size, we require about 30, at least at most is 32 gigabyte. Yeah, because I understand that some parents actually bought for iPad. Sometimes we understand that parents actually bought a 16 gigabyte of iPad, whereby they, after we download MDM, we download some of the apps, there will be not enough space for the children, so they will have problems uploading their work. Yeah. Okay. Okay, parents. In the letter also, I will indicate vendors that are working with us who will be able to give educational pricing. What we can do that parents can buy straight from the vendor. Yeah. But this regard to more for iPad, because we have this vendor who actually specializing in the procurement of iOS devices. Yeah, so parents can buy directly from them because they will have different packages, and they also even offer like like other accessories like Apple Pencil, even like mentioned just now about the keyboard that is compatible with the device. Yeah, so you may want to take a look at the packages, then yeah, you may consider buying from them. But you also can compare with the with the prices outside. If you find that some parents may have like no contract with our other like Singtel or StarHub, maybe you have packages. So you can compare. It doesn't have to buy directly from us, because you have to go directly to the vendor or even to buy from them. Yeah, but then for students under FES, the school will buy for them. Yeah, we'll purchase for them first, and then we'll work with parents regard to the payment. Yeah, later. Okay. Yeah. Okay, there's also a question about faulty devices. Parents, because these devices belongs to parents, when you buy the iPad, you'll be able to buy with warranty. So it also depends on you, because there's a one-to-one change if it's within the warranty period. So it's actually your own device, so you have to look into the repairment. Yeah. I will include the vendor's contact and also the link whereby you'll be able to purchase directly from the vendor. Because I'm still working with the vendor. Like just now I mentioned, there's going to be a new generation iPad, okay, 9th generation, which have not been released yet, the information. Once it is up, I will inform parents, okay, with regards to the device pricing again. Yeah. Okay, parents, is there any more questions? Okay. LWT is actually for not just P3 to P6, all the way from P1 to P6. Yeah, but this is not about LWT alone. Okay, this is more about using devices in the classroom. It's more for learning, enhancing their learning, empowering the children to be able to have self-directed learning. Yeah. But definitely it will help them in completing their LWT assignment that's given to them. All right, parents. I also have a question whereby whether the parents need to buy during the holidays or next year. Okay, we will be advising parents to buy it much earlier, because like I mentioned just now, because of the demand, okay, by the secondary school, there will be longer estimated time of delivery, whereby it takes about more to 6 to 8, even 6 to 8 weeks. Yeah. So what I did for the current P3 student is that parents can start buying, even before the school holidays. What we do is that once you already purchased and it's delivered, you can send it to our school, because Mr. Simon will be around to actually collect the devices and can start working on the MDM. However, we'll only return the devices at the beginning of the year to the children. Yeah. We also advise the parents to write down their full name, their BC number, and also their 2022 P3 classroom. So parents, you don't need to wait next year, because you also have parents who actually bought the next year, and they have to wait for quite some time before they can get the devices. Yeah, because like I mentioned, I also mentioned that we will start helping the students to get used to the devices as early as possible. By term 1, they will have sense of how to use the devices for their own learning. So they actually start quite early. We will actually take about 1 or 2 weeks for them to be able to use the devices independently. Yeah. okay, mentioned I will give you the vendors. Actually, I will give the vendors link. Okay, in the letter that I'm giving to the parents. When you want to opt for the device, yeah. When? Okay. But right now I'm still waiting for the device pricing for the new generation. Yeah. So definitely before the end of the it's about middle of the term, next term. Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, can you
Okay.
provide
Sorry.
email
Yes.
for parents to voice specific concerns? Do you have an
Yeah.
email that we can write
Yeah.
to voice
Yes.
specific concerns?
Yeah. Yes. Okay. In the school website, we have this email address. You can look for my name. You can look for Madam Christy Chan, the ICT HOD. Okay. Whereby you can email us with regards to any concern or anything. Because I do have, even during the holidays, okay, we'll try to, answer and get back to you ASAP with regards to any concern. Yeah. Because we do receive emails with regards to any concerns lah. Yeah. Okay.
Will you be able to provide it like here, or I need to go to the website?
Okay. I can give my email address here at the
Individual
chat.
email, is
Yeah.
it? Or is
Yeah.
it a group email?
No, it's my email. My
it's
email address. Yeah, independent email. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, can. I will type it out here at the chat. So if you have anything, you want to know more about any devices, you can email me, Madam Masni, or even my team here. Yeah.
Do you have any sharing of students with device addiction? I mean, like how do you all help these students if, how to help them? Because my son already have all three kids.
Okay.
They use it only purely for entertainment Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, sorry, maybe I just
Yeah,
interrupt.
can Christy. Yeah, I will type my
If
Because
you
email
have,
address here.
highlights all the ones, but I'm
right.
sure people will got problems. But
Yes.
what do we do when they have this? How do you address? How do you help
Okay. I'm not sure if you have attended the
those
cyber wellness sharing earlier part this year. I think you can still go to the YouTube link to look at it. So what we'll suggest is that we really need the parents to actually establish some kind of structure at home, because
we do
yes.
actually, like for example, I tell my P2 son, I say you only get Friday, Saturday, Sunday, end up then he will keep pestering you for the rest of the week to have it, and if you don't do it right, he start to threaten you, this and that,
And so you give in to him.
No,
So because if you give in to him, then he will.
I don't give him to him, but
that would be good.
times when, for example, when we have to work from home, we are in the middle of a Zoom meeting with somebody, then he comes in, he knows our soft, that's the best time to pester us. Then we have to, okay, give you, then I will tend to my time, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So they know when to come and target you.
Yes.
And then, okay, so the thing is, it's very intensive parenting. Yeah.
Because honestly, if let's say your child knows when to pester you, and then they get away with it, you really give in to him, then all the more they'll be doing this continuously. There'll be no end to it. So I know that it is very tough at the beginning. So it may disturb your work, it may disturb your other commitments, but a no has to be a no. So it's really tough. I can understand. It's easier said than done. Yes, I understand.
Yeah.
But the whole idea is, if you straight away give in, then definitely we have lost the battle.
No, we don't. We try very hard. But the thing is,
so
it's
so if let's say what you're sharing with us is that Monday to Thursday, the child should not be using the device after certain hours, right?
Yeah,
then,
they'll check I got
then
SLS.
No. Even with us, SLS also is within the hours. It has to be within the hours then. And when the school gives work, yes.
I need to sit beside him and do together with him his cool beats and his SLS. Otherwise, if I don't do that, I say, okay, you do yourself, that's it, no, gone. The moment you walk away, that's it.
So I guess for those timing, right, you only allow the use of Qubits and SLS, and you restrict all other apps. You can do that with your device, yes. Then there's no way, even if the iPad is right in front of your child, he is not able to do anything other than Qubits and SLS. Yeah, so that is the beauty of the
like that.
MDM.
Is it possible to do this place this kind of controls?
Yes. You can actually control everything, like YouTube. You can block YouTube totally. You can.
Will you be giving us parents some? I mean, like maybe I don't know how to manage the.
No worries. As what Madam Faiza mentioned earlier on, we
Before
will have an MDM workshop. Yes.
Yeah, better give the parents.
Yes,
Like
we have.
maybe,
We have.
I think I need lah.
Yes, we have. We will get our vendor to actually do a workshop. This year, in fact, we have one as well. The vendor will go through step by step with you. So you can have your device right at the workshop itself and following the steps to do all the restriction. But of course, we can't do everything during the workshop. We'll show you using 1 or 2 examples, then you can do it at the back end. But if you're still not very confident about doing it yourself, no worries. You can always come to school. Mr. Simon, myself, or Madam Faiza and our team, we can always walk with you, the journey. We can do the restriction together with you in school. So not
And
to
also
worry
I
about
wanted to feedback. I feel it's very, I don't know lah, because you did mention that if you introduce it younger, maybe it's easier to inculcate the good values, right?
Yes.
So I hope you're right lah, because
yes, we try our best. I'm doing a P3, P4 iPad class. Yes, I do have cyber wellness issues, but generally the children, they'll listen to you more lah, at a young age, really, because if you explain, and then like my class, they're pretty fine, but I do still have problems. I must be honest, I do still have. So I just continue working with my parents lah. Yeah, so the children are younger. They are easier to be convinced, I would say lah, at least for my class.
But you see, with 95% students opt in, right? Like parents like me, for example, if I don't want, right, I don't have a choice. I must also opt in. Otherwise, how he cannot participate with the rest of the class. So it's
he will still be able to learn. However, of course, there will be some challenges lah. It will definitely be different. It's just like, for example, other kids who are using devices, they will have more options, really more choice into what kind of things they can do. But maybe
so
like for children who are not, then they are very restricted to just the pen and paper.
What happens to parents opt out? What happens to their child?
The learning still continues. We will make sure that the lesson objectives will still be met. So whatever they need to learn, they will still be learning. However, of course, the learning will not be as, the variety of things that they can do will be restricted, I would say. Like for example, LWT, if your child do not have a device, then maybe what your child can do is do it on a paper. Maybe you scan the picture and send to the teacher. But for children who are using device, they can do audio recording, they can do video recording. Yeah, some of them use graphic apps to do like comics for submission of work. So you can see the creativity of the kind of work that they can actually do.
He's too young. He come back. He don't know all this one. I have to be the one teaching him.
The school will teach.
Don't know how. If I also don't know, that's it. Then he'll be struggling. Like
no
even
worries, the teacher
even
will
with
teach.
SLS, right? Like they want them to like upload certain things. I don't know how to upload a picture, whatever, to share. And then he also struggling. Then that's it. So we just don't do. We just skip those exercises.
So then don't suffer in silence. Let the teacher know about it. Then probably
when
the teacher
got
can actually conduct a lesson.
Class, how to help you? They cannot. I cannot.
We will look at all possibilities. Yeah, I'm sure your child will not be the only person that has that encounter the challenge. So if there are a few of you, we can form small groups. We can always get our IT trainer to come in. Yeah, so there will always be possible avenues for us to handle it. Yeah. So I mean, if your child is willing,
short term 1 or 2 session parent support session maybe lah. For those so savvy one
Yes. We will take that into consideration, definitely.
Yeah, I think that'd be good because
yes, sure, we hear you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, parents. I think that's the last questions that we're taking. All right, thank you for feedback. So if you do have any other concerns, we already have typed in the email address at the chat function. So parents, you can email us. Yeah. So I think that's all for today. Yeah. Thank you for joining us again, parents. Yeah. I hope that this session is beneficial for you. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.